Apologies for the brief pause in transmission there. 1:08.66 was the winning time of the previous heat, the one we missed, which was heat 6. Erin Gent took that. Now heat 7, we just saw Kate Morris won in 1:05.12. Nellie Kinch second with a 1:05.3. 1:06.5 for B. Jones was third, so pretty close between first and second there. Heat 7 was the first of our cyclical heats too, and Kate Morris was in lane 3, so not expected to win that heat either. Heats 8 and 9 to come. 0 in this one, Rose Dickerson for Nova Centurion. Alexandra Bulett for City of Lincoln is in 1. Millie Wells for the City of Leicester in 2. Lucy Hitchin for Repton in 3. 4, Honey Osrin for Loughborough Uni. 5 is Natasha Whittle for Loughborough Uni. Amy Davies of Uni of Nottingham in 6. 7 is Emma Croker for South Links. 8, Ashley Green for Repton. 9, Elise Sophia Kendall for Corby. Approaching the end of the penultimate heat of the 100 backstroke, and 4 is going to take this. Honey Osrin. Time on the finish there is 1:03.42. That's the fastest we've seen so far. 1:03.42 is the time to beat then for the swimmers in the next heat if they want to be in lane 4 instead of Honey Osrin in tonight's 100 back final. Final heat. Anna Kvar for the City of Leicester goes in 0. Holly Robinson for Repton in 1. Holly Marshall for Repton in 2. Charlie Jones for Loughborough Uni in 3. 4 is Iona Colbert for Nova. Sophie de Groot of Loughborough Uni is in 5. 6, Madeline Soper for the Uni of Nottingham. 7, Elise Collins for Chesterfield. 8 is Alice Kerslake for Uni of Nottingham. 9, Alice Streeter for the City of Leicester. Well, it was Sophie de Groot yesterday, currently swimming in lane 5, who swam in 21st position in the 100 freestyle and managed to qualify fastest for the final. So who knows what we're going to see here in this heat. 1:01.40 is Colbert's entry time. Sophie de Groot 1:02.60. Well, it was Sophie de Groot over first there. 31.53 to 31.61 of Iona Colbert, less than a tenth of a second between them. 0.08 seconds to be exact. 25 metres to go. And their strokes are almost synchronised. And they're going to come under the flags at almost the same time. But I think that Colbert will get there first by a smidgen. And it really is a smidgen. 1:04.57 to 1:04.85. Well, 1:04.57 is not enough to put Colbert fastest into tonight. Sophie de Groot is second fastest in that heat, 1:04.85. That'll put her in the final almost certainly. Holly Marshall is third. And one more event to go which has 6 heats, and the 400 freestyle about to get underway.
So after the event 5:05, we have got a men's 50-meter breaststroke swim-off. So please don't go anywhere, it's going to be quite exciting. I do like a good swim-off. And also, please remember that at 3:30, the swim down pool is not available, coaches. Please don't send anyone in there, they'll be joining you for the pool party. Or, you know, or send yourselves in there, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. We have in lane 0, Ian Saville, Daventry, lane 1, Owen Johnson, Repton, lane 2, Kai Gelsthorpe, Derby XL, lane 3, Finley Stevenson, City of Leicester, lane 4, Jacob Breers, Deep Links, lane 5, Evan Noburi, Lincoln Vulcans, lane 6, William Taylor, lane 7, Hong Johnson, Bradford, and lane 8, Maxwell Leeds of Worksop.
So the small swim down pool, the teaching pool, will be closed at the end of this session. This main pool will become the swim down pool until the start of Wimbledon. Sit please. Band can we have coaches now from Nova Centurion and City Leicester? The possible swim-offs, because they're very exciting. Timing's going to work well. Centurion City of Leicester coaches to control, please. So we can tell you now that there will be a 100-metre swim-off after the 50-metre swim-off. After this event. Well, hopefully it's not the same people, huh?
First heat of the 400 freestyle nearly at a close. Swimmers in this one were and are 0, Cian Saville, 1, Owen Johnson, 2, Kai Gelsthorpe, 3, Finlay Stevenson, 4, Jacob Breers, 5, Evan Nupuri, 6, William Taylor, 7, Cole Johnson, 8, Max Davies, 4 is coming into the wall here to win. Jacob Breers, 4:46.72. Entered on a 4:47.30, so we've got to assume that that's likely to be a best time there for Jacob Breers. Second, Cole Johnson. And third, Kai Gelsthorpe. 4:46.72, like the winning time. We still have Cian Saville swimming. 4 para swimmers swimming in this event. Cian in lane 0, Owen Johnson in lane 1, Kai Gelsthorpe in lane 2, and then Max Davies in lane 8 is S9. So 0, 1, 2 all S10, lane 8 and S9 swimmer. Para swimmers do not need to meet the qualification standard for the designated para events, certain events per certain class, so only certain classifications are able to swim certain events. But so long as they have a registered time, they're able to enter any event. And Cian Saville has done that for this 400 freestyle, as has Owen Johnson, as has Kai Gelsthorpe, as has Max Davies. Cian enters on a 6:40.00. And he finishes on a 7:05.18. And in a moment we will have heat 2. Total of 6 of these 400 freestyle heats. 1 done and 5 to go. Second heat of the 400 freestyle 0 is Jensen Hilton for the City of Lincoln. Tyler Hollyman of Wellingborough goes in 1, 2, Joseph Laurie for Nova Centurion, 3, Dylan Jameson for Repton, Lane Keyworth for Bassett Law in 4, 5, Sam Mesa for Repton, 6, Jamie Love for Nova, 7, Ryan Norton for Boston, 8, David Bucher for Worksup, 9, Jake Adams for Louth.
Yeah, I saw that.
then we can think we know it's in there. If you don't,
I wouldn't
yeah.
sort of bust it up.
No. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the
You've got to
goes.
think, if you go there, then she doesn't do it, then she feels guilty for you having
Yeah.
to take it.
Oh, she'd never. Glenn, this is my kid. We'll just look
No,
at
but
it.
you have to. But I'm not telling you not to.
But we said we'd see how the 100 free
Yeah, I'm not telling
relays
you.
go.
I'm
And
not
the
telling you
200
not to
free.
do it.
Yeah. And we would talk to Joe. Joe said no, then we wouldn't go against
I
it.
think you probably should say it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Right, let me go,
I don't
Joey.
suppose you'd stop me.
Machines bring in danger.
Well, no one's been able to touch Dylan Jameson here. He enters on a 4:34.98. He's just come into the wall first by like 10 metres. Sorry, by Lane Keyworth, who's in 4. My apologies. Keyworth touches first in 4:26.36. And wow, that is a huge chunk under his entry time. Down from a 4:34.10 to 4:26.36. 8 seconds of improvement for Lance Keyworth in lane 4. Second, Sam Mesa. And third, Joseph Laurie.
Bignell, Northampton. Lane 1, Ethan Ford, City of Leicester. Lane 2, Harrison Clark, Nova. Lane 3, Ruben Fox, Carlton. Lane 4.
0 here is Jack Bignell for Northampton. Ethan Ford for the City of Leicester is in 1. 2, Harrison Clark for Nova. 3 is Ruben Fox for Carlton. 4 and Finley Gibson and Tyler Holland. Both for the City of Leicester go in 4 and 5. Eden Rowe for Northampton is in 6. Teammates Manav Mystery in 7. And Sam Gray in 8. 9 is Joshua Clark for Grantham.
Stuff coming up after heat 6 of this men's 15 years and over 400 metre free. We have 2 swim-offs so far. We've got a men's 50 breaststroke swim-off, followed by a 100 metre swim-off backstroke females. I do love a good swim-off. And all such sponsors are still here, sending you all the merch that you need from this event. Get your hoodies, your t-shirts, your water bottles, your swim hats. They're in a little room just off on the balcony here. It's a brown balcony. Turn left. It's in that room.
Northampton there as well. Still put up with 100 to go. Lane 7 coming through now. Midstreak. Mystery is probably going to say there's not very much in there. Easy blow as well. Mystery takes that.
End of heat 3, and Man of Mystery from Northampton took the gold there in 4:29.70 for 30.02 for Eden Rowe to put him second, and a Northampton 1-2 on heat 3. Finley Gibson is third and a 4:31.81. Very tight between the two Northampton swimmers. 0.22 or 0.32 between them, sorry, as we go on to our fourth heat of the 400 freestyle. This and then 2 more heats to follow, which means we're on cyclic seeding now. 0 is Callum Quirk for Leander. Joseph Mulligan for Bramcote in 1. 2 is Luke Stevens for the City of Leicester. Joseph Kingsland for Nova goes in 3. 4 is Jack Fleming for Loughborough Uni. 5, Sam Tucker for Loughborough Uni. 6 is George Moore for the City of Leicester. 7, Finley Caudle for Repton. 8 is Alfie Bisbee for South Links. And 9 is Oliver Sorrell for South Links. Jack Fleming, of course, the favourite in this final. 3:59.20 for the Loughborough University swimmer.
The new movies. Look.
And still, Joseph Kingsland, Jack Fleming from Loughborough University in 4.
Not seeing Jack Fleming take a lead yet. Currently in front is Joseph Kingsland in lane 3. Enters on a 4:06.70. So there's 7 seconds of time between him and Jack Fleming on paper. And Kingsland really going for it down the final 50. Into the last 5, and it is Joseph Kingsland from lane 3 that wins that heat. 4:07.96 for Kingsland to set the fastest time so far. A little bit outside his time, a lot outside Jack Fleming's time. Third, Sam Tucker for Loughborough, 4:12.92.
Heat 5.
And we move on to heat 5, penultimate heat of the 400 free.
In lane 0 is Benjamin Gibbons, Northampton. Lane 1, Daniel Harris, City of Leicester. Lane 2, Samuel Cook, Corby. Lane 3, Jake Hutchinson, City of Leicester. Lane 4, Sean McCann, City of Leicester. Lane 5, Adam Hall, Loughborough Uni. Lane 6, Luke Gill, Nova Centurion. Lane 7 is Daniel Walker, also from Nova Centurion. Lane 8, Oscar Goldsmith, South Wings. And lane 9, Elliot Barker of Northampton.
So, Joseph Kingsland set the bar there. 4:07. Other Hall, University 59.65. 60 points for Jake Hutchinson and Sean McCann.
Zero in this one is Ben Gibbons for Northampton. Daniel Harris for the City of Leicester in lane 1. 2 is Sam Cook for Corby. City of Leicester have Jake Hutchinson in 3 and Sean McCann in 4. 5 is Adam Hall for Loughborough Uni. Nova have Luke Gill in 6. And 7 is Daniel Walker. 8 is Oscar Goldsmith for South Links. 9 Elliot Barker for Northampton. 3:58.74 is Sean McCann's entry time. But Adam Hall leads him here. Sean McCann starting to come back here, though, on Adam Hall on the second half of this 400. Turning for 100 metres to go. McCann is over ahead of Hall. 3:06.95, 3:07.58 for Adam Hall. And these two swimmers are going to push each other on now. Fastest time we've seen so far is 4:07.96 from the previous heat. What will Sean McCann and Adam Hall post here? Turning for 50 to go. The difference is going to be greater at this turn than it was at the last. 3:38.97 for McCann. Hall second in a 3:30.24. Hall really starting to charge, though, down this last 50. He's clearly turned something up as we approach the last 15. I think that McCann has done enough to get there, but Hall really, really pushing it on the last few. Kind of shocked at how much effort he's put into that last 50, but he was a stroke behind on the wall there. 4:09.40, exactly 0.3 of a second ahead of Adam Hall. But still, a couple of seconds off the 4:07 that we saw in the previous heat. So slower than the heat before. One more heat to go. Heat 6 is on the way.
Final heat. Lane 0, Owen Hathaway, Bradford. Lane 1, Sammy Prizer, City of Leicester. Also City of Leicester in lane 2 is Jacob Lane. Lane 3, Thomas Sampson, Loughborough Uni. Lane 4, William Bell, Loughborough Uni. Lane 5, Alexander Harron, Derby XL. Lane 6, Elliot Sibley, Nova. Lane 7, Alex Peeble, Leicester Sharks. Lane 8, Alex Sadler, South Links. And lane 9, William Poyser, Leicester Sharks. And for this heat, we have got the men's 50-metre breaststroke swim off, and then the 100-metre backstroke swim off.
So, last heat then, and for some members, 4:07 is still the quickest time. William Bell there, Loughborough University, 57.9. I suspect 4:07 is probably going to be beaten in this heat.
Zero here is Owen Hathaway for Grantham. Sammy Prizer for the City of Leicester in 1. Jacob Lee for the City of Leicester in 2. Thomas Sansom for Loughborough University in 3. 4 is Will Bell for Loughborough Uni. 5, Alexander Harrand for Derby XL. 6 is Elliot Sibley for Nova Centurion. 7, Alex Keeble for Leicester Sharks. 8 is Alex Sadler for South Links. 9, William Poyser for Leicester Sharks.
Samson 2:02.27. Sorry, 302.8. So, about 405, I suspect.
William Bell takes the fastest heat on the 400 free in 4 minutes 05.43. And that'll put him in lane 4 in tonight's final. That final, of course, will be a straight 14 years and under. 15 years and over final. Second is Thomas Sansom, 410.59. Third is Alexander Harrand, 410.61. Wow, only 2 100s between those two. And following this event, there will be a swim-off. So don't go anywhere just yet while we work out the details of that swim-off and bring that to you live. I can see some officials of a backstroke start wedge, so I'm presuming it has something to do with backstroke, but that is about the only information that I'm able to obtain at this time. But as for the 400 free, William Bell fastest into tonight's final by a fair chunk. It's going to take more than 2 seconds to beat him. Now my screen says 50 breaststroke, so that may well mean that we have a 50-meter swim-off to come.
So, here we go then. The swim-off for the 50 breaststroke. So, let's have a bit of support for these guys. Try and wake yourselves up by sitting over there or sitting up here. So, lane number 4 is Luke Whitten. And in lane number 5 is Max Boulderson. Referee.
Okay, 2 swimmers in the 50 breast swim off. I believe it's for a place in the reserve camp. I don't think it's for a final swim. Luke Whitten goes in 4. Max Balderson goes in 5. 25 meters to go. Max Balderson in 5 seems to have this slight edge on Luke Whitten in lane 4. It's going to be very, very tight between these two. And as I say that, Whitten seems to pull ahead, and then Balderson seems to pull ahead. 5 meters to go, and they are going to come right down to the final stroke. I think 4 had that there. I honestly have no idea. Somebody went 30.99. We think it was Luke Whitten to 31.04. 0.05.
So, we now got the swim off for the 15 years, 100 meters backstroke in lane number 4 from Referee.
This one is for a place in the final. 100 backstroke. Janet Fung and Julia Joswiak.
Julia was then from City of Leicester, Janet Fung from Nova Centurion. Yes, you can cheer for them if you wish.
Janet in lane 4 and Julia Joswiak in lane 5. Very, very tight at the turn there. Unfortunately, I've lost all data, so I can't bring you splits live. However, we are 25 meters away from the finish here, and it does look like it's in favor of Julia Joswiak. This is for a place in the 15 years 100 back final this evening. 5 meters to go and tight between 4 and 5. 5, I think, will get there first. We'll just whack up the end of the race board there. Yes, it was lane 5. 1:12.45 for Julia Joswiak. Janet Fung places 11th overall. Julia Joswiak scrapes in to tonight's 100 backstroke final. And that concludes all of the action this afternoon. We get underway with the final session from 4:30. Thank you for joining us across the course of the last couple of hours, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you again for the finals.